All right, court is calling 2023 CR 10135 State versus Adam Gonzalez. Can I have parties announced?
ADA Jones for the state.
Orlando Castañón for defense.
And are you Mr. Gonzalez?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, defense, you filed a motion to set bond on the motion to revoke community supervision.
Yes, sir.
All right, you may proceed.
Judge, my client is asking that he be allowed to make a bond on the motion to revoke. He has some affairs that he needs to attend to, and we're just requesting that you set bond. The previous amount was $10,000.
State.
Yes, Your Honor. My understanding, and I am trying to pull it up, but Odyssey is being difficult. My understanding is that right now he is remanded without bond. He is not entitled to a bond as this is not a deferred adjudication probation. Additionally, one of the allegations in the motion to revoke probation is not reporting, and I believe it was not reporting for over a year. So the state does believe that this defendant is a flight risk. Additionally, while on probation, the defendant picked up a new number 1 for assault against the same victim that is alleged in the case he's on probation for. Further, he does have another case out there for assault deadly weapon, although that case is being filed at large. That is also with the same victim. So not only is this defendant a flight risk, but he is a danger to this victim and potentially to the rest of the community, Your Honor. And so the state's asking that the court remand him without bond.
All right. So with regards to the new law with regards to setting bonds, if the state is able to present to the court evidence of a prior assault and also or prior violence against the same alleged complainant, then he's denied bond.
Okay, well, Judge, in regards to that, I believe that he's currently on motion to revoke. He's on probation for a nonviolent offense. So.
And just a very brief response, Your Honor. That is correct. However, if it is for unlawful possession of a firearm by felon. However, if you look at the stipulations which the defendant stipulated to, there is family violence alleged in that with this victim, including with the weapon.
All right. Does anyone have the stipulations? I do see as a part of the court's orders, there was a no contact order against someone.
I believe that is in the clerk's notes.
Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor. I can print them if Your Honor will give me just a moment.
Your Honor, do I have permission to speak?
Oh, you may want to speak to your attorney before you speak. Counsel, if you want to have the court accept whatever evidence is presented and then recall this for next week for you to bring whatever evidence, if your client wants evidence brought in, I won't issue a ruling today.
Yes, Judge.
All right. So then what and state at that time if you'll have the stipulations.
Judge, yes.
And then what we'll do, what I can tell parties though, since state you are asking that the court deny him a bond, everybody needs to have whatever witnesses they have, because the rules of, even though the law has changed, the rules of evidence and what the rules apply to has not changed. So denying a bond, increasing a bond, the rules of evidence still apply.
And Your Honor, just so I understand, my understanding is that he's currently remanded without bond. So the state's
Yes.
not asking to increase the bond or anything. It's defense's motion to reduce the bond or to set bond.
Well,
And so
when they are remanded without bond,
Mhm.
that is only for a limited time. And the court does that for them to come back in court is entitled for a bond. Now, if you're saying, Judge, we're not going to ask that he be denied the right to have a bond, we're fine with the bond being set, that's something completely different. But if you as the state is going to say, I don't want him to have a bond,
Sure,
then the rules of evidence apply.
sure, that's fine,
Okay.
Judge.
All right?
Yes, Judge.
So when will people be able to have their witnesses? If you'll talk to Ms. Ferguson, and we'll bring everybody in.
Yes, sir.
Now, mind you, if everybody's gonna proceed, and by everybody, I mean state and defense, if y'all gonna proceed like the rules of evidence don't apply, then y'all won't need any witnesses.
It's Judge.
And I'm assuming people are gonna proceed as though the rules of evidence do apply.
Yes, Judge.
Yes,
Okay,
Judge.
so if y'all talk to Ms. Ferguson for when y'all need this set, but it'll have to be next week because if it's gonna be a contested hearing, I'll give you all 20 days to prepare for a contested. So if y'all speak with Ms. Ferguson on the date to come back on a bond.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
We can confer.
Yes.